Pronouns, what are they? What do they do in a sentence? What are the different types of pronouns in English? Stick around. Hi there, this is Malik and you're watching LearnOva. In this video, we will tell you everything you need to know about pronouns. First things first, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. Take away Alex and replace it with he or him. Take away Sarah, replace it with she or her. That's what a pronoun is. Number two, what are the different types of pronouns? There are so many different types, but in this video, we will talk only about the subject pronouns and the object pronouns. Watch that sentence. Sarah saw Alex walking by. In this sentence, there are two different nouns, Sarah and Alex. If you think about it, Sarah here is the subject of the sentence, while Alex is the object of the sentence. So, if you want to take away Sarah and replace it with a pronoun, you have to use a subject pronoun, because Sarah is a subject. And if you want to take away Alex and replace it with a pronoun, you have to use an object pronoun, because Alex here is the object of the sentence. So, what are the subject pronouns and the object pronouns? In English, we have 7 subject pronouns. I, he, she, it, we, you, they. And we also have 7 object pronouns. Me, him, her, it, us, you, and them. So, if you are replacing a noun that is the subject of the sentence, make sure you use a subject pronoun. If you're replacing a noun that is the object in a sentence, make sure you use an object pronoun. Let's talk about each one of these pronouns. If I'm talking about myself, I would say I or me. If I was the subject of the sentence, I would say I, and if I was the object of the sentence, I would say me. If we are talking about one male, I would say he or him. It depends on the location. He for subject, him for object. Same thing for one female. You would use she or her. She for subject, her for object. If you are talking about singular, place, thing, or animal, you would use only the pronoun it for subject and for object. We don't change it. If I'm talking about myself with someone else, I would use we or us. We for subject, us for object. If you are talking to one person or a lot of people, you would say you for subject and object. And if you're talking about plural noun, lots of people, lots of places, lots of things, or lots of animals, you would use they or them. They for subject and them for object. Let's start practicing. Here's our first example. Christina forgot her bag on the desk. Christina here is the noun. Christina is located in the beginning of the sentence, and it's obviously the subject of the sentence. So, if you want to replace Christina, which is one female, with a pronoun, you could use she or her. But what would you say? She forgot her notebook or her forgot her notebook? Which one makes more sense here? Yep, you're right. I would agree with she forgot her notebook. That's right. Second example. The boys are laughing. The subject here is the boys. Alright. Boys is a plural noun. What would you use to replace a plural noun? They or them. But since the boys are the subject of the sentence, then they is the clear choice here. Third example. I gave Alia the book. Alia here is a noun. It names one girl. But is it the subject or the object of the sentence? I gave Alia. Gave here is the verb, and I am the subject of the sentence because I did that. I gave Alia, right? Alia here is the object of the verb. Alia is one female. Would you replace it with she or her in that case? Let's try it. I gave she or I gave her. Makes sense, right? Her is the correct choice here. Here's another example. Tuesday is the best day. Tuesday here is a noun. It names one day. Well, it's a thing, so it could be replaced with it. Doesn't matter actually if it's the subject or the object, because in both cases we use it. So the sentence becomes, it is the best day. But be careful everybody, because there are a few tricks there that you need to pay attention to. Number 1, it and they. Alright, well, it is a singular pronoun that can replace one thing, one place, or one animal, while they is a plural pronoun that replaces anything that's plural. Lots of people, lots of places, lots of things, or lots of animals. Trick number 2. Sometimes the word could be an object of the verb or the object of the preposition. Take a look at that sentence. I told Mark a story about the neighbor. In that sentence, you have two nouns, Mark and the neighbor. Well, Mark here is an object, but it's the object of the verb. I told Mark. The word neighbor is also an object, but it's not the object of the verb, it's the object of the preposition. About the neighbor, right? In that case, they are both objects and you can replace both of them with object pronouns. Take away Mark and use him, and take away the neighbor and also use him or her. Third trick is about using I and me. Sometimes it could be a little bit tricky. So remember, I is a subject pronoun when you're talking about yourself as a subject. Me is an object pronoun when you talk about yourself as an object. But don't worry about it, there's a whole other video about I and me. Well, that's pretty much everything you want to know about subject and object pronoun. In another video, we will talk about possessive adjectives and pronouns. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to get the next video once released. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.